Hello, directors. Happy Wednesday. I don't know how happy this day may be for some of you. So I really took this video serious, even though I know it is kind of a last minute thing. But I even made notes on my phone to share with y'all to kind of give you some quick insights on just kind of like giving yourself a break, really, and giving your team a break, and just kind of step back and look at it and enjoy where you are. Don't freak out, don't panic, and maybe hear some numbers, hear some things that might help you, and some things to help you realize that it's okay if you need to step back and just take a look at everything and regroup, get back to the fun. I know a lot of times I lose sight of the fun and it just makes everything stressful. So I'm hoping this video is going to help. I know we did not do our call this month. We will get back to that in November. But I hope that these things help you. So I'm going to be straight, real honest with y'all. Believe and achieve. If you're wondering why your team is not doing it, why they're not doing it consistently, they may not be happy with what we are getting rewarded with. I will tell you my honest personal thought on it. Compared to last year, I have not been happy or excited with the products that we get every week. I love that we're getting free stuff. I'm thankful that we're getting free stuff, that it's going to be in prints for the next catalog season. I love that. But it's just not, last year we were getting the large utility tote, the retro metro bag. We were getting the wristlet. We were getting a lot of fun, great items, that big ticket items. And so a lot of this stuff is not that way. So it's hard for people to get fired up about that. And also last year, the amount was $200 and not $300, which I understand the company is just helping us try to push harder to hit higher parties. And I love that. I think that's great. So that's just me being honest with you. So your team may not be excited about what the company is given. And so, again, I'll be honest, the only reason that I'm pushing for consistency in that 3,500 mark is to get those two products. I love those two. I'm excited about that. And also, I want that consistency ribbon on my lanyard for a conference. So that's why I'm pushing to get that every month, and that's why I came out of pocket the first week to hit it, because I didn't have $300, so I came out of pocket to get that done. So that may be why your team is not really getting fired up about it. So y'all have to excuse me because my sinuses are acting up. So this video is very off the cuff, not planned. So just go with me here for a little bit. So that's number one. That may be why Believe and Achieve has not gone over well. What I would tell you to do, continue to be excited. You continue to push for that consistency and that to get that consistency ribbon if that's something that you want. And if you have people that get it done, be proud of them. Send them give them a shout out on your Facebook group, on an email. If you want to text them and say, way to go, I'm proud of you, do that. Totally, absolutely do that. And don't, we can encourage the other ones to do it, but at the end of the day, we cannot make them. We can't berate them. We can't pressure them into it. The last thing we need to do is pressure them into it, because if we pressure them, we're going to burn them out and they're going to be gone quicker than they got started. So that is Believe and Achieve. Just do your best. That's all you can do, is do your best and know that's it. At the end of the day, just be excited for the ones who do it and move forward, even with the ones that don't. Be proud of them as well. So here's the deal on your numbers and on when you do trainings and you do programs and you do phone calls or whatever you may do, we all get frustrated. I still get frustrated. I have 97 under me as their director, and still when I send emails out and I send texts out or I ask a question, 9 times out of 10, I still get zero response. Zero. And when we did the Fearless Leader program, when we decided to do that, and I know that I told you ladies you can invite one to be in it. Well, I invited 15. I invited 15 to be in it, and I had 4, just 4, out of 15, out of 97, respond and say yes. And the ones who said yes and responded were the only ones that I had in the program. So use that in perspective. Now, 20% of your team is going to do 80% of the work. So looking at your numbers, again, to help you kind of keep everything in perspective. And we're just going to use round numbers here. If you want to figure out your 20%, so we're going to use 10. If you have 10 on your team, you would multiply 10 times 20, or 10 times 0.20. And 20% of 10 is 2. So if you have a team of 10 or 11, you're going to have about 2 people who are going to be doing 20% of the work, and that is right. According to the numbers, that is statistics for you. That is exactly what should be happening. If you have more than that, great. If you have that many, you're about average where that should be. You're about 20% is going to be bringing in most of the volume, and then you're going to be doing a lot of the rest, and then everybody else will bring in the rest to cover. So I'm looking at my notes here to make sure that I get all this. So I don't want y'all to be offended by what I'm about to say, because I have to remember this for myself as well. This is why I constantly recruit. I recruit always, because of that 20-80 rule. 20% is going to do 80% of the work. So I'm always recruiting, always recruiting. Now, I know that we've all been waiting on this stinking leadership incentive trip announcement to continue recruiting and have more recruits coming in. But at the end of the day, if we want more in that 20%, we've got to recruit more. We have to have more team members on our team. If we want more to do work, if we want more superstars, at the end of the day, just going by the numbers, going by statistics, to get those superstars, we've got to bring in more recruits. That comes down to it. If that's what you want, then we have got to recruit. We've got to make a recruiting list of people to ask. People who said, keep me posted on enrollment kits. People who said, no, not right now, but maybe later. We have to do the work. If we want more doing work, we've got to bring more in. Okay? So, now, with your team, when you do programs with them, when you do trainings with them, keep it simple. Don't do long trainings. Don't do long conference calls. If you do a conference call, 30 minutes tops. Tops, that's it. You will lose their attention after 30 minutes, and that includes questions. And if they know the call is going to be an hour to 2 hours long, they are not going to call in, because we are all busy. We've all got things to do, and they don't want to be on the phone that long. Just like we hate making phone calls, they do too. And they don't want to be on an hour-long conference call. So 30 minutes tops. And you'll even find on 31 Today, trainings are 30 to 31 minutes, and that is it. So don't do longer than that. If you do programs, keep them simple. If you're going to do conference calls, if you're going to do a training, short and sweet. My videos, when we did the Fearless Leader program, were 10 minutes tops. And our conference calls that we did, 30 minutes tops. That's it. When you give them tasks, keep them simple. No more than 3 tasks. And do easy stuff, like contact one person or listen to one call and give me, 2 takeaways. Do easy things so they feel like they have accomplished something. And when you give them something easy, then they're going to be more involved in it. It doesn't matter what the incentive is, even if they know what the incentive is at the end. If it's not easy, they're already going to feel like a failure to start with. So keep it easy, so easy. And maybe keep your programs 4 weeks long, to just cover the basics, book, sell, recruit. There's 3 weeks right there, and you can have 1 week to open it. Or you can just go have those 3 topics and have 1 week to close it. So keep it simple. Keep it easy. When it's easy, it's fun, and they want to keep doing it, and you want to keep doing it, and I want to keep doing it. So short, simple, easy. And if you have only one person that calls on conference calls, great. If you have one person that goes through your program, great. Focus on that one person. Help that one person. Be fired up about that one person. And be there for the rest of your team, but be excited about that one person. Don't burn them out. Just encourage and love on them. Just love on them. Okay. Looking. That is really all that I wanted to cover. Make your list. Keep it short. Keep it simple. If you want more to do work, get more on your team. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. It is up to us. Our business is up to us. If we want the volume, at the end of the day, yes, it is a team effort, but we are the director. It is up to us. So we've got to do the work. We've got to set the example. And you can do it, girls. You can do it. If I did not think you could do it, you would not be in the position that you're in. So step back and look at what you're doing. Maybe make a list of everything that you're trying to do with your team. And you may be overdoing. I wish that y'all could have seen me when I was a director, because I did not do half of what y'all were doing. I sent an email here and there. I checked on everybody through email. I never called people ever. I didn't even text them. Email was the only form of communication that I had with my team. And I just kept it, I didn't know what to do. So I was just there. And the ones who were doing the work, I was there working right beside them. So we cannot force them. And we can't force ourselves. So step back, look at what you're doing, regroup, and for the month of November, just focus on getting those parties to get more team members and love on the team that you have. We don't have to push programs on them all the time. We don't have to push trainings on them all the time. If you don't want to do a conference call, do a quick video with them and just call them out by name and say, hey, I'm glad to have y'all. If you have a team of about 10 to 15 people, you can do that. It's not, that won't take you a long time. So look at ways you can keep it simple, you keep it fun, and bring the fun back in your business so that other people are going to want to join. Make those lists of people you can ask, you can talk to, because you don't want to burn your team out. You don't want to burn yourself out. So again, short, sweet, simple, easy, and fun. Make those lists. Take some things off of your plate that you are requiring of yourself that is not required. And again, have fun, girls. I love y'all. I'm proud of you. Bye.